latest in Garden Grove, where questions and concerns continue to linger following the chemical tank crisis that forced tens of thousands of people out of their homes for days.
Many want to know what will happen with the compromised tank and with the company behind it. NBC4's Hetty Chang live in Garden Grove outside GKN Aerospace. Hetty.
Yeah, Jonathan and Kathy, we learned today that there's still a mandatory evacuation zone, but it's gotten a lot smaller. It's about 300-foot radius around the compromised tank, which is just behind us here on Western Avenue. Take a look across the street here. There's a business complex. The owner here says that he was able to return to work this morning. So let's talk about this compromised tank. It is tank number 1. You can't see it because it's just beyond that very large tank with the brown top there, but you'll notice that there's no water being continuously sprayed on that tank, and fire officials say that is a good thing because it has been able to cool itself. But the work is not over. The goal now is to completely reduce the threat within that 300-foot zone. Fire officials say there's still a threat of a fire or a spill within that zone, but that there are no homes nor people there. Officials say the MMA chemical is no longer in a liquid form, which is why they were able to eliminate the threat of a catastrophic explosion. They're also working to fully neutralize the MMA chemical in the other 2 tanks on the property. After those steps, this turns into a hazmat cleanup.
This will be turned into a cleanup when all the threats and hazards have been eliminated to the life, the property, and the environment.
And what's it going to take to make that happen?
So there's no absolutes or definites, but we have been seeing trends of the temperature not increasing. We'll work with our Orange County Health, and the EPA will work with the company and on removal of the waste. What that looks like, we don't have that plan yet. I don't think they have that plan yet, but our focus up to now was just getting people back in their homes.
Yeah, fire officials say they do not have a definite timeline as to when this now turns into a hazmat cleanup. Jonathan and Kathy.
Hetty, we know this is the closest by far we've been able to get to the facility since all of this really started. Have we heard anything new from GKN today?
Jonathan, we have been reaching out daily, right, since this whole emergency situation started on Thursday afternoon, sometimes several times a day, because we've been wanting to get someone on camera from their company. They continue to refer us to their statements online, and they just posted one this afternoon saying, in part, we apologize for the disruption this incident has caused, and as we turn to the immediate relief and recovery effort, we will continue to work with local officials, community partners, and nonprofit organizations to support affected residents, businesses, and the wider community. We're live in Garden Grove. Hetty Chang, NBC4 News.
Hetty, thank you.
And our coverage continues out of Orange County as businesses are now able to reopen after being under evacuation orders over the Memorial Day weekend. Coming up on the NBC4 News at 5, our Amber Frias takes us to the local businesses now looking to recoup thousands of dollars in losses.